Hi, I'm Chris Halo, and I'm a professional audio engineer in NYC. Been doing this about 20 years. I'm also a sound expert and music curator over at Groover, and it is through Groover that I was pitched this song we're going to listen to today, which is called Sirens by the Berlin based synth pop group Blue Alien. Really super track. Every time I hear this intro, those sirens, I confuse them for like if they're happening outside my house. It's great, great space. Yeah, this is all Pet Shop Boys. It's so good. One of the reasons why I chose this track to talk about is because I like his technique going into the hook. And there is something that I think about when I'm uh, putting, verses and hooks together. The trick is the greater the distance between the final note of the verse and the first note of the hook, the greater you feel elevated. And he does this exceptionally well. You know, every four bars, the vocal melody changes a little bit. And then on that 16th bar, his final note goes down. And then he jumps almost an octave to hit the first note of the hook. And even if there were no volume swells or key changes, that alone makes the hook feel incredibly elevated. So I always think about that when I'm producing a track is that lead melody. I want there to be a great distance between the last note of the verse and the first note of the chorus, so that I can get the maximum feeling of elevation that I can. So in a way, it's like it doesn't matter that the overall volume of the song is low. Because of that one section of the song, I still feel elevated. It didn't have to get louder for me to make it feel bigger. Very cool. Very interesting lesson there. Good songcraft.
Between you and me, set the sirens on, 'cause my heart is gone to look for you. Underwater, under your thumb, I can feel the madness. When the blaze makes you praise, and you hear the sirens. Nothing breaks me apart, I turn drama into art. I wanna get lost in the song.
I really like that. This is another thing that I do sometimes. Maybe this is why I like the song so much. I can see a lot of my technique in his music here. The verses aren't the same. It's not the same vocal melody. Very similar, and they're just not the same. They're not replicas of each other, and I really like that. You know, it almost makes it feel like you're taking away the feeling of looping and repeating, and now it feels more organic. Maybe he's singing from a place of emotion, and with emotions, it's hard to keep repetition. There's bigger fluctuations in what you're going to say or do or sing. And I think that's really well represented in how he emoted the lyrics with the track.
My mind, close my eyes and feel my heart alive. I see you, but you're fading. The light in your eyes hazing. You wanna see me going wild, then kiss me now. One more time and set my heart on fire. I see you, but you're fading. The light in your eyes hazing. The light in your eyes.
And if you really listen closely to all the instruments, every single instrument is sitting in its own space. There's no crowding. You can't confuse. There's not much muddying of how those instruments sound. Great spaces. Maybe it was because of the way it was mastered. I feel like there could be a little more low end. Maybe. In a way, it reminds me, the mastering or this final bounce reminds me of, there's like, if you're using the Kramer tape from Waves plugin and you have that low frequency roll off knob there in the upper right. In the beginning, when I first started using that plugin, it was really easy to think having the roll off so high to sound good. And then I realized I think I was being confused by the proportion of original signal and low frequency roll off that knob is actually doing. And most tracks actually sound better with very minimal roll off. If any low roll off, would be very, very, very low. And that's just because we've advanced with modern music and we have the capacity to listen to much more bass than, I would say, the time period which this type of track is trying to emulate. That siren caught me again. I really thought that was happening outside my house. Really great. I think every section sounds different. It's a lot of variations on a theme, very Rachmaninoff. If you were to dig, or Mozart, except instead of doing 12 variations of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star like Mozart did, you're doing 12 variations of Sirens in 3.5 minutes. It's very cool. I really enjoy this track. I really appreciate that he sent it to me I definitely look forward to hearing more from this artist. So I'll have a link to the track down in the description. And if you would like me to uh, nerd out over your track as well, you can contact me over at groover.com. Halo Askew Entertainment. Thanks a lot.